Welcome back, guys. Backup iron sights on your rifle, yay or nay? So, in the past, I have always been an advocate for having backup iron sights on your gun. That typically came from a couple of positions and reasons. Number one, I was typically always running non-magnified red dot optics. With those, you co-witness your iron sights through the optic. In order for the optic to work, the electronics had to work, the battery had to work, etc., and it projected the red dot or the reticle, whatever it was, onto the glass inside. That was your aiming point. If that went down, you had nothing there to aim with other than a big hollow tube. You could flip up your iron sights and keep going. Recently, my position on that has begun to change. Now, change within the context of, if I'm running a red dot sight, an illuminated red dot sight, holographic sight, anything like that where it requires a battery to work and it's non-magnified, I'll typically still run backup iron sights. However, as I have progressed in my rifles and made some changes and whatnot, I've really become a big fan of variable power scopes with etched reticles. As you guys know, I'm a big Primary Arms fan. There are others out there that are great as well. Or fixed power prism scopes like the Primary Arms 3X prism, ACOGs, similar things to that. These all use etched reticles. And I've pondered it over a lot, and I've sought out the input and consulted with a number of my good friends, some far more experienced than I, and I've noticed a general consensus amongst them. And that is, when you're using a etched reticle optic, be it a fixed power, variable power, whatever, in essence that becomes your iron sights. So, for an example, on my primary gun with this 1:6 variable Primary Arms Raptor, I ended up not putting backup iron sights on this gun. And here's why. This is my iron sight. That etched reticle will always be there. There is nothing that can change that or take it away. The batteries allow you to illuminate it for low light, but if the batteries are dead or the electronics doesn't work or whatever, that etched reticle is always there, just like iron sights. The only way it's not going to work is if this scope gets physically damaged. It's going to have to take a bullet through it, get blown up, whatever. And chances are, if any of those things happen, it's probably going to be in close proximity to your body, either you holding it or up here or whatever. At that point, anything that damages this, there's probably a good chance, not a certainty, but a good chance you're going to be fairly well damaged too. It wouldn't matter if you had backup iron sights at that point, right? So, to save some weight and some money, although it's a negligible amount of weight, admittedly, but save some weight and some money, I opted to not put iron sights on my primary gun. So my good friend NC Scout has wrote a couple of times about that idea over at his blog at Brush Beater, as well as on American Partisan. And I really think there's something to it. I don't think you have to be worried about having the backup iron sights. And I've seen people discuss this here and there, and that question come up, so that's why I thought I'd mention it and throw you out my my wooden nickel's worth. So I've got backup iron sights on my pistol with the 1X Cyclops. Now I can use these right through the Cyclops. It's with the factory mount, it's 100% co-witnessed. It's a 1X scope, like a red dot, so there's no magnification, so don't have to worry about not being able to use them like you would on a magnified scope or whatever. I don't have to take this off to use them. I can use it as is. But again, the benefit of the Cyclops is you've always got that etched reticle. So honestly, I have even considered taking them off of this gun just to again save that extra weight. I don't know. I'm still debating that idea. Honestly, I don't even know why, but I am. It's in my head. I'm still thinking about it. So we'll see. But overall, I know with a variable powered scope or a fixed power scope, I'm really kind of moving away from not worrying about having backup iron sights. For all the reasons mentioned, go look up some of the articles that Brushbeater's done. He echoes the same sentiment that I've gotten from other guys with similar experience to his. And I tend to kind of try to listen when I hear them espousing such things. So that's really all for this one. You guys obviously have to make that decision for yourself. I don't criticize anybody one way or the other. If you still choose to run backup sights, by all means do it. If you choose not to, rock on and feel comfortable. I feel comfortable doing it. The only time I would take issue is if somebody told you one way or the other that, oh, you're an absolute idiot if you don't run backup sights, or you're an idiot if you do run backup sights. That either way is somehow mandatory. Do what's right for you, okay? That's the absolute bottom line right there. Do what's right for you when you're setting up your stuff, which you should be doing anyway with everything. Seek out input, figure things out, but then do what's right for you. So there's my quick down and dirty on whether or not you should have backup iron sights with modern etched reticle scopes. Take it for what it's worth. Take care, guys. We'll see you in another one.